Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you happen to be. I just wanted to take a couple minutes and walk you through the learning management system that is used at the University of Virginia so that you have an idea of how this process works and you know where to find information for the upcoming class. This is not meant to be a comprehensive understanding of everything the system can do, but it should be able to provide the basics as you log in, get to your course, and find assignments and expectations. So when you go to whoslearning.instructure.com, which is the information that's provided for you, it will bring you to this page. And in this page, you will see whatever courses are available to you. Now, in my case, it shows some unpublished information because it's in the instructor's view. But essentially, it will be the same throughout. The class that I'm going to use to demo this is creating a sustaining community dialogue, but it could be any. And you notice we have a class that's active here as a published course, and you also have the MPS Student Commons. In the MPS Student Commons, you'll be able to find information that crosses all courses and general information. For a matter of fact, I'll just pop it open for 1 second to give you an idea. When you come into here, you'll see essentially the same format, but it gives you an opportunity to take a look at people and roles. So these are people that I can see everybody in here, but it would give you information on your classmates, etc. Modules. You can come up here to see the MPS video biographies, study hall, course syllabi, and transfer credits. That information is available right here. So I'm going to leave these. I'm going to leave this because this is just a general place to take a look at information. Let's jump over to the dashboard. So when you start the dashboard, it'll always bring you back to home. So we'll start off by going into, let's do this. Under the dashboard, you have courses, as you've noted here. You'll see the course calendar. In my case, I have a number of different things up here. You can come over here. I'm going to do creating a sustaining, which is my current course. And you'll see all the modules and assignments that are available to you. Underneath here, it will be the inbox for conversations. Generally, it's between classmates, and myself, or with the other instructors. And down here in the studio is an opportunity for you to do some recording of yourself. So let's do this. Let's go back to the dashboard, creating and sustaining. In the creating and sustaining dialog, this is the home screen for the course. Over here, you'll be able to take a look. Again, I'll put it in the student view so you get a little bit different view. In the student view, you will see, here's your home. Here's what's coming up. In the to-do section, most of the things are linked back here so that if you have course assignments, they will also show here. So you can tell in my course for week 1, which is due January 23rd, one of your assignments is already listed. This is a great place for you to start. Always come to your courses and it'll lay out what's going on and what you have coming. From here, you can go to announcements. Announcements I will post. Matter of fact, I had the one that I already posted that talks a little bit about welcome to the class. And this will give you a little idea of what I would check this frequently because I post things that are relevant to upcoming classes or things that you need to be aware of. I will also send out emails, but always keep track of the announcements page because this will give you good general information. And then you have modules. This will align with your syllabus. When you start the course, if you click on the syllabus tab here, it will bring up your syllabus. There's some information here around your instructors. So myself and James are both listed here with our phone numbers and our point of contact. Let's go back to modules again. Modules is almost always guaranteed to be your #1 spot, right? So modules are going to have your assignments for each week. So I'll use just module 1. Module 1, here you go. It lays out, here's what you have assigned this week. You'll see hyperlinks for almost everything. Here's what you need to do to complete this week's module. There'll be a link down here every time you see it in the blue to go back to our cloud recording. Weekly objectives and your readings and your discussions and your assignments. And we'll go to each of these in a moment. But discussions are going to be linked back to the discussions that are required for each week. And your assignments will be here as well. So just to give you an idea, discussions, first one, after completing readings 1 through 3 above. And as I noted, each of these are hyperlinks so you can download and or read each one. And just so you know, when it shows this little arrow here, what that's telling you is it's something that can be downloaded. If it's not, this one here is a hyperlink. You can tell by this little symbol here, and the hyperlinks go out to the website. So it gives you an option, but that's the easiest way, download and a hyperlink. So you complete your first 3. When you're done, you go to your readings, and your assignments are going to be pretty much like this. It's going to show you how many points for the assignment, and it'll tell you what the assignment is, and it'll also provide additional rubrics, etc. if it's involved in that. Let's take you back. And that's pretty much how the modules go through each and every module. So if you want to go to the next week's module, you go down here to next. And this will show you what's coming up week 2, what your assignments are. And again, you have the standard format, how to complete the module, what the learning objectives are, what is expected, and we'll have weekly lectures, discussion, and assignments. So coming back to that, if you come over here to assignments, this will go directly to the specific assignments for each week, okay? So in week 1, you have the stakeholder engagement, you have community engagement, and you have the analysis. So it's week 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Come down here and you can see that your agency for week 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4. So the logic is pretty straightforward. It'll show you how many points, it'll show you when it's due, and it'll show you when it's available. Just so you know, we usually make them available 2 weeks before the due date, but not much beyond that, so people don't get too far ahead in the class. Those are your assignments tabs. Your discussion tabs are right here. Discussions essentially are very similar to assignments, except the way these are the ones that there's an opportunity for discussions with the students. So you post and other people can see the posting that you made. And it's an opportunity for people to share their knowledge with each other. And we'll get to these in more detail as we start class, but just so you know that if you're looking for discussion or assignment, they're here, but they're also linked into the modules page. The Zoom tab just shows you the defaults. In here, you have each week, so every Tuesday, we're going to have a class. Our very first class is Wednesday because of the way the class starts, and you click to join, do this through the university site, and it'll bring you to the class. This one right here will show your cloud recording. So when we do an upcoming meeting, so January 19th, I'm going to initiate a meeting. When that's done, it will be recorded, and a few minutes after class is done, it will get posted to the cloud readings. The cloud readings are where each of you need to come back and review, if you were not able to attend class, the live session. Okay. People, I have the one that shows all the folks in the class. You're going to have information on yourself. Files, if you come down here, it will show you all the files and what's available. Just so you know, I have a tab here I don't see it yet. I'll make sure I create a tab that has your PowerPoints, and I post those at the end of each week. So I generally use a PowerPoint for the mini lecture, and I might use a abbreviated version for the live lecture. This is where you can go ahead and review those for course studies. And then your grade book, this will just basically show you what's due by due date, your status, and your overall where you are in completing the process. And this is, you can see this at any time, and you'll know exactly where you are, and that way you won't have any problem knowing exactly where you stand throughout the course. All right, going back over to the tabs. Calendar is what I showed you before. This just shows you the calendar that's coming up. When you click on this, when you go down here, I'll show you what your assignments are. This will be as a result of what you did in class. These also will come on that to-do. And then the last thing I wanted to show you briefly was the studio. The studio is a pretty handy place. So if you want to make a recording, you can go to the studio and click on record, and it'll do a screen capture or a web capture. Nice thing about this is there's some options for you throughout this course where you can either write a response back to us, or you can record a short video and post it, and this is where you would do that. All right, I'm going to go back to leave the student view, go back to my view. And it gives you sort of an overview of what's involved in the course learning management system. Very straightforward. I anticipate that all of you will pick this up in no time. I just wanted you to at least be able to get into class week 1. So for week 1, most important thing, log on, go to the class, review the information here. Very important that you go to week 1, download the syllabus so you have that information, make sure you have the information for the instructors, and lastly, on the Zoom piece, I'd love to see all of you on Wednesday the 19th, and this is where you'll come, you'll click start, and it'll put you into the Zoom. And I believe that is all for right now, so thank you for your time and attention.